if you need a strong black woman, Viola Davis. That's what you gonna call.
Right.
Plus, Jordan asked for him to be play his mama.
Play your mother. Yeah, Viola Davis.
But if you need a strong black woman that looks kind of tired too, call Viola Davis. 1-900 Viola.
Honestly, that role was. It didn't even require Viola Davis.
It did.
They could have got another. I mean, not that Viola Davis isn't good, and she's great and everything, but I was like, she could leave some of these to the other actresses who aren't working.
I know. Michael Jordan asked for her though.
There's a lot. Yeah, Michael Jordan did ask. But I'm sure there's a lot of black actresses out there talking about, I'm tired and I'm a woman. I'm strong. What you can pick me. Let's talk about Air. Let's see what we got here. Oh, let me pull this up. Not that y'all need to see it. Talk about being a commercial for something. But, it's funny how we take for granted, that we take that swoosh for granted, that Nike swoosh right there. We see that swoosh and we always assume that Nike has been on top. Mm-hmm. Nike been standing on everybody else. It's hard to believe that over 30 years ago, that Nike was not only behind Adidas. You're like, well, I can kind of buy that, but also Converse. You're like, yeah, man. Yeah, Nike was like, I think Nike was behind Buster Brown's or Hush Puppies. I think they behind flip flops. Yeah, Nike.
Just do it. Shoot yourself.
Yeah, Nike, man. Nike was behind, man. And that's why at one point in 1984, they had to take a risk. They put their reputation all on one rookie basketball player. You might have heard about a little guy called Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Mr. Ball.
Jordan who?
Is that his first name or last name?
I mean, guy's so, I don't know. He's so obscure. I don't know. I just know Jordan. No, Michael Jordan, of course. And his image, it helped make Nike, his image, man, before he was even a huge player, his image helped make Nike one of the most recognizable brands on the planet, And that is a story that we have here with Air. This is Ben Affleck's latest film. Ben Affleck, he can, you remember when everybody talked about, damn, Ben Affleck's a great director. And then you start.
Yeah. I think it was only one movie where he, but his life was in turmoil and in the tabloids constantly.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, everything was just kind of went in disarray with him, man. But Ben Affleck is known as a great director, and even a screenwriter with some of his movies, man, including a very good actor. He co-wrote the screenplay for this film and directed it as well. And this is the story of guy named, here he is right here. Guy named Sonny Vaccaro. Is that how you say his name? Sonny Vaccaro. He was in charge of setting up sponsorships with up and coming and promising college basketball players. But in order to get Nike to where it is, he went and told the head of Nike, Phil Knight at the time. He said, listen, if we're going to make Nike what it is, we got to take some risk, man. We got to make some deals that have been unprecedented before this. We got to go out there and do something that no other shoe company has done. And Phil Knight asked, what is that? And he said, spend a shitload of money. That's all right. That's all right. We'll find just what we could be in. What we 8th place now? We could be
we could divide this money up between about 3 bums and we'll be all right.
But somehow he was able to broker this deal and make Nike again one of the biggest brand names on the planet. How did he do that? That is a story that you see right here in the movie Air. Let's go ahead and look at the trailer and we'll be right back with our review.
1984 has been a tough year. Our sales are down, our growth is down.
We're on one guy.
My name's Sonny Vaccaro. I'm with Nike.
She looked like he about to come up there and slap the shit out of her. Wait, she was walking. She walked out there like Fred Sanford or something.
My name's Sonny Vaccaro. I'm with Nike.
Do you typically make it a habit of showing up at people's front doors unannounced?
I don't like to take no for an answer.
Oh man,
You dead.
Where you at?
I'm gonna go inside.
I used to be like you.
Now I shut up.
I used to have a dick too.
A shoe is just a shoe. Until my son steps into it.
One of the biggest positives I can say about this movie, it is a sports movie. So, don't get that mistaken. There's a lot of sports talk in it, a lot of sports references. Beauty of the movie, though, is that you don't have to be a sports fan to enjoy it. What's going on with this? Shut up there, Matt Damon. I'm talking. This is a sports movie more on the corporate side. So you're not going in and dealing with the actual, playing of sports. So it appealed to those who are not into sports. But, I would tell you this, it is a comedy, and I don't think this would work as well if it weren't a rated R comedy. I believe that this would be very much a Hallmark Channel movie if you did not have this be a rated R comedy. Somebody compared this to a certain director, and I definitely agree with them once they brought up, like, damn, you were right. But the reason why I say it wouldn't work as well, it would feel like a Hallmark movie or something. We didn't have the edge to it being rated R. We didn't have the laughs. It would be very predictable. Because with this movie, it is very Hollywood in a way. You can tell when something's been dramatized. You can tell when something's been, changed for a dramatic effect. You can tell when a big speech is coming.
What should I ask you?
Because I believe in your son.
All right, Mr. Vaccaro, thank you for coming.
That's something where that's just an example of some of the speeches that go in the movie. There's several times, movie stops to say, I believe.
Yeah. And it's that kind of thing like, well, now that we know it all works out, it's easy to say that.
That is so true. But the director that I was going to say that this movie feels like is Adam McKay.
Oh, okay. I wasn't thinking Adam McKay
Big
so much.
Short.
But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, because it's something that's, it's, again, somebody's trying to get something done. So usually a deal gets made or somebody's trying, to get a political thing done. And they're doing it with like this quick, smart dialogue, these exaggerated characters. But, the thing is that the story still remains compelling. This is a shoe company as an underdog.
Yeah.
A company that we never would have thought would be. No one ever thinks of Nike as an underdog, ever.
It's funny and even fun to see Nike in its days when it was kind of broke down. With paneling on the walls and about 12 employees.
Yeah, when they were looking out the window like that. One of them, they got to close this shit down, you take away the comedy and the movie drama and you still have a fun story. And what was cool about this is that it has a lot of interesting facts about Nike in general, that a lot of people might not know, man. And a lot of this works because of the cast that we have, going in and making this script what it is. Matt Damon, because what they do is they hire these cast members, they hire these actors based on the strength of what these actors do. That's always smart casting when
you gather a big group of actors who are all very charming and likable. Yeah, and have some comedic timing. And you write them lots of good dialogue, but they can bounce off each other.
Yeah, right. But also you play to the actor's strength because these actors have a lot of these actors are known for playing certain things, with the exception of maybe a couple of actors here that have gone out of what we know them as. Matt Damon, for example. Matt Damon, he's got the everyman type quality to him that makes you want to root for him. Matt Damon will play the everyman no matter what he's doing. If he's beating your ass as Jason Bourne, he still seems like a guy that's down to earth and cool.
I always love that with Jason Bourne. I was like, I know he was, brainwashed or whatever, but he's a killer and still makes everybody follow him and root for him.
Yeah. He just seemed like another dude from Boston. Jason. Oh, and the weight thing changed with him. Well, he's getting this weight thing down. Like he could be muscular one day and then he could be fat the next day. I think he just started to put his thumb in his mouth, going, just blow up. Matt Damon is very, very good in this, man. Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman is in this movie because he's known as being the smartass. You know, he's one. I forgot what character he played or what real life figure he played. But Jason Bateman, they need a smartass type, and of course, he lives up to that. Like again, even when he's playing in a dramatic role, he's still talking shit. Yeah, he's still a smartass.
So he's like in Ozark.
He's not
so dismissive, but he's got that same quick kind of
yeah, he does. You have one of the more exaggerated characters, and this guy's probably I haven't seen a lot of him, but Chris Messina, he's one of the more exaggerated characters in the movie. You know, he's the one where you probably say that guy's probably not like that.
Yeah, I've seen him in a lot of stuff, and I've never seen him like he was here.
Yeah. So that's the guy that's stepping out of us, an area that you know him from. Marlon Wayans. You know, and you've heard me talk about Marlon Wayans as being a great actor over and over and over again, which is why I've always been kind of, you know, I guess you can anywhere from saying disappointed to shitty towards Marlon Wayans, but he doesn't have a big role in here, but he's very good.
Yeah, he kills it in that one scene he's got.
He really does, man. You get Ben Affleck in here. Ben Affleck, he plays Phil Knight, the head of Nike, and you know I'm sure that was a nice role for him because Ben Affleck, I'm sure he fancies himself the charismatic leader. So,
but he doesn't get a whole lot of scenes, so it leaves him room to direct and not worry about acting
behind the damn camera.
That is true. No, that is true, man. You know, if you need a strong black woman, Viola Davis. That's what you gonna call.
Right.
Plus, Jordan asked for him to be play his mama.
Play your mother.
Yeah,
Viola Davis.
But if you need a strong black woman that looks kind of tired too, call Viola Davis. 1-900 Viola.
Honestly, that role was. It didn't even require Viola Davis.
It did.
They could have got another. I mean, not that Viola Davis isn't good, and she's great in everything, but I was like, she could leave some of these to the other actresses who aren't working.
I know. Michael Jordan asked for her, though.
There's a lot. Yeah, Michael Jordan did ask me. I'm sure there's a lot of black actresses out there talking about, I'm tired and I'm a woman. You know, I'm strong. You can pick me. Chris Tucker, man. Chris Tucker is the one I really want to, in addition to Marlon Wayans, is the one that really stands out here. Chris Tucker, see the thing with Chris Tucker, it's good to have Chris Tucker back first of all.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think we've seen enough of Chris Tucker in the past few years. He's older, not as loud and as crazy as we remember.
Yeah, he's calmed down.
He's calmed down, and the effect of him calming down is very much of calmed down. Like, damn, brother, you on medication? I know, right? Yeah, he's gone from here to here. But you know,
at first you're like, well, I'm glad he's not all the way up here. But after a while, you're like, well, you could do it a little bit though.
Yeah, just one man, you know, or something. But no, I actually loved him in this, man, because with him toning it down now and being a little bit older, it shows just how great an actor he is.
You weren't gonna listen anyway. But if you get fired, I got a 1-bedroom apartment. I ain't got no more room for nobody. I'm sorry,
man. That's what he should do, that man. Yeah, he was very good, man. A lot of people, you know, they forget that Chris Tucker actually had somewhat of a dramatic role in Dead Presidents.
Oh yeah,
and he was very good in that. So yeah, it was really good to see him in this, man. They do something in the movie that's kind of cheesy, and they explain why. And you know, to a certain degree, it works, but it starts to get comical. That whole, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
The whole thing. I'm not showing Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, they do that?
Yeah. So they just have
back of a head.
They just have a skinny black dude just walking around.
Oh,
but you never
out of focus.
You never. Well, he does the Austin Powers thing where whenever he's about to turn around, he's in front of or he's in the back of a wall or a door or you know a coat rack or something, you know, or somebody standing in the way, or you always see the back of him walking behind Viola Davis, and you know, it's like, so they never show him. Ben Affleck said that I didn't want this to be about Jordan, so I didn't want to show his face, and plus he said nobody's gonna buy anybody else's Jordan.
Right. You gotta ask Jordan, who do you want to play you? Me? Like, you two got them old.
We ain't got Marvel money, bro. Come on.
We can't do that games and shit on you. Voice sound different here. Let's play some basketball. But you know, that was kind of cheesy. But I mean,
it helps to have him explain why, and you go with it. But after a while, you're like, Come on, man. Just put somebody in there. We know it's not really him. Acting.
ain't none of these people who they are.
Who they really are.
I know ain't none of Michael Jordan either, but damn, come on, man. Y'all don't have to keep doing this. Listen, I don't think the movie's great, but because it's one of those movies that's constantly, this is a little personal thing with me. It's one of those movies that's constantly letting you know, constantly reminding you what time period it is, 1984. So they are heavy with that soundtrack.
Okay, so here's the thing, because I think the movie is almost great, and I really enjoyed it. So probably more than any movie I've seen so far this year.
Oh, wow.
And it's early in the year, though. But the one thing I will say, like, they don't change locations a lot because they kept the budget low.
Yeah.
I would guarantee they spent half the money just on the rights on the constant needle drops.
Yes.
They got every song that hit the top 40 in 1984 and made sure they played them. They put them on a Spotify playlist and just let them go.
They sure did. And that was the thing. It was either reminding you with the iconography or reminding you with the soundtrack. You know, that soundtrack is constantly playing.
Hey, where the hell are you?
North Carolina.
Guess what I'm listening to? The sound of the 80s.
Yeah. Well, turn it up, man.
Look, if anybody back there asks where I am, just tell them I'm sick.
You got it. Sick in the head.
So they did the song. Hey, car phones. Hey, they used to be in cars, kids. Remember that? You don't remember that, do you? You know, so they're doing a lot of things here that they constantly refer to. But when I say I don't think it's great, I think it's really, really good. You know, I think it's a very good movie. The reason why is because it's just very, very highly entertaining. You know what? I can tell you what this movie does. This movie does exactly what it wants you to do. You know, it wants you to root for it. Mm-hmm. You know, this movie. You know, this movie wants you to root for it and wants you to root for everybody in the movie that is trying to make this deal happen. I would say that this is if you've ever seen something like another sports movie, Jerry Maguire.
Oh yeah,
it's very. I don't think again. I don't think it's as good as Jerry Maguire, but I think it's it's that kind of feeling. And it's definitely, it's like you said, it's early in the year, but it's definitely one of the most entertaining movies I've seen this year.
Yeah. It's funny. It's sports. It has all the things that go with sports, but like Jerry Maguire, it's really about somebody trying to get something done.
Exactly. Yeah, it's I recommend this, man. I get this a very high matinee. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm somebody who, I like basketball. Okay, I'm not really into it.
Yeah.
And I'm not a sneakerhead, so I was like, okay, the origin of the shoe, I guess. But they pulled me in. I really sucked into the story, and this is one of the few times that I was happy to have seen a movie premiere at South by Southwest rather than just one of the critic screenings. Now, I say it's one of my favorite movies I've seen this year. Like I said, it's still April. There's going to be a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah.
But right now, it's a full price for me.
Yeah, and it would be up there for me too. It's definitely on my list of best movies I've seen this year. So, yeah, check it out. It's very, like I said, if nothing else, it's very entertaining. What more can you ask for? Mm-hmm.